This week we'll be going over the A Shocking Turn of Events Expert Achievement in Bioshock Remastered Edition. This is going to be for rescuing the little sister in A Shocking Turn of Events in under 4 minutes. And this is another one of those challenge maps where they basically just throw you in there with nothing and you have to scavenge your way through and solve the puzzles that they put in place. And now, let's get into it. For this challenge map, the little sister is stuck at the top of a Ferris wheel and the controls are broken. Basically, you just have to power up the controls by any means necessary and get her down to rescue her. Starting out, you'll turn straight around and start pulling the electrified lever until it kills you. You'll then respawn over at the Vita chamber, open that door and grab the shotgun plus the electric shells, and make sure to pick up any first aid kits and even Eve hypos you come across. Then hit the lever to get out of the door and come out here. Here you'll need to shoot the sparking lever with the electric buckshot to get it open and keep going through. We'll run over here to the left and let this lady electrocute herself and then jump down. Run over to this back part as this body is going to have one of the trap bolts we'll need later on. Then turn around and run over to this broken balcony area to pick up the static discharge tonic. We can then drop down this elevator shaft and down to the Ferris wheel control area, grab the electric buckshot and use that to shoot the electric symbol and activate it the first time. You'll need to do this 6 times in total to rescue the little sister, so we'll have to get a little creative with it. So come over to this left side and we'll draw this slicer over to the control area and allow him to hit us. This is going to cause our static discharge to go off, and you can activate the controls a second time with that. We can then turn around and run towards the gents' bathroom area, and we'll find this slicer to draw over to the wheel controls as well. Let them hit you and activate the wheel again. Now for me, it didn't actually activate this first time, so I do have to come back and get them again, but that just goes to show you how much wiggle room there is with this one. So if you mess a part up and it takes a few extra seconds, don't worry about it, you'll probably still be fine. We'll then come over to the right and go through the Grand Carnival doors, still looting whatever we can, and grab the telekinesis plasmid. Come over behind this left tent and into this room with a safe. You'll hit the dial on the safe to activate these traps that fly over to the walls. You'll then need to use your telekinesis to grab one of these trap bolts and smack the safe with it to power it up and it'll open. You can then grab the crossbow from in there and head back out. We then need to go into the room behind the tent across the hallway from us. Be sure to grab either a teddy bear or a cash register or something to set it in the fire to catch it on fire. You'll then need to bring that over to this ice part on the roof and thaw it enough to have the electric buckshot fall down. You can then use your telekinesis to pick that up. So once we have that, we can go back out and turn over to the right to come down to this balloon popping booth. Just jump in there and grab another trap bolt from on his body, and then come back out and head back towards the Ferris wheel controls. You can then shoot it with the electric buckshot we picked up to activate it. Then once the handle starts sparking again, you can use one of the trap bolts to shoot it and activate it again. Then for the very last one, you'll need to activate it again with your last trap bolt. At this point, the little sister will come out for you, but here I have to go back to the gents area and get this slicer to come out so we can have them activate it for me since it didn't work the first time. So for you, once you do this 3-shot burst to activate it 3 times, that's when it should activate for you unless you miss one of these other ones. So whichever order you end up having to do it, if one of them messes up, we'll have that 6th one and we can just run over here to the Ferris wheel exit and rescue the little sister. Again, you'll be able to do this much quicker as long as it activates the first time on that slicer, but even with it getting messed up the first time for me, I still had enough time to go draw them back to it again and activate it the 6th time with time to spare, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting it done. And now, why don't you go check out my Bioshock playlist for the rest of my Bioshock achievement guides, or whatever YouTube thinks you'll like while you wait for next week's video.